going, everyone? It's Bars, and welcome back to another AFL live stream video. Well, what a game of footy that was. That's probably my pick for the best game of the finals series so far. What a great game that was. But anyway, if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We've reached 250 subscribers, so thank you very much for all the help. And if you enjoy the content, leave a like on the video, turn notifications on so you don't miss when I go live with a live stream for AFL, EP, soccer, whatever, any video. Just make sure you turn notifications on so you know when I'm going live, and also leave your comments below on what you saw of the game, what you saw of the final series so far, and all the stuff like that. And also go follow all my social media accounts in the description below. So let's get stuck into the game. That was a very, very exciting game to watch. Very enjoyable to watch from start to finish, back and forth. You had like St Kilda had the momentum, then the Bulldogs to get the momentum back, then St Kilda would go to a lead, and then I thought St Kilda had enough of a lead to get the game off when Geary scored a goal. When did he kick the goal? At the 12-minute mark of the last quarter, and I thought, well, they're up by a decent amount now, so I thought, well, they'll be able to get the job done. But then the Bulldogs were able to come back and they were able to kick the last three goals of the game. 3 goals, 2 to St Kilda's, 1 behind. So, and then it was only 3 points. And Dogs had their chances. They just butchered a lot of them. I think that St Kilda were just a lot more efficient going forward. They look very dangerous. Like they've all year St Kilda have been able to get at the back and just these not easy goals, but just get these like crumb goals with all their small forwards, with like your Dan Butler, your Loneys, guys like that, and Dean Kent, guys roving the pack off Mcrae and Ben King and Ryan Marshall. And they've just read really well as a group up forward. And they showed that today. They were very, as I said, very efficient going forward. And in terms of efficiency, they were going at 54%, which is obviously quite high going in. Obviously, if you don't follow stats too much, they're going all better than every 2 inside 50s getting a scoring shot at goal. So 19 shots from 35 inside 50s it was, and then 23 shots from 51 inside 50s for the Dogs at 45%. So Dogs had their chances. They were, 9-10 to 10-7 as I said, Dogs had the chances. They just didn't take them. They did kick a few out in the fall as well. They kicked a few, didn't make distance. So there is a lot more scoring shots there than what the actual stats come up and say. What can I say? It was just, it was a very, very good game, very close game, and it definitely deserved to be quite close. The Dogs could have won it, but they just, as I said, just didn't take chances. I've said it 3 or 4 times. They just did not take their chances. So Dogs end up winning the disposals 297 to 285. So they got more touches there. Inside 50s, it was 51 inside 50s for the Bulldogs to 35 for the St Kilda. So 16 more inside 50s. Usually that means that you're going to go on and win the game, but didn't equate to it. Well, not win the game, but you've got more chances to win the game, and it certainly didn't equate to that. Disposal efficiency was 75% apiece, so it was really close there. Bulldogs had more free kicks, 15-8. Hitouts were dominated by St Kilda, 31-9. So St Kilda gave their midfielders first use. And the clearances were even. Bulldogs actually won that 26-24. I think that's just because they got more. They just had more firepower going through there. They had 5 or 6 different guys. Well, St Kilda seemed to stick to the 4-5 guys, whereas Bulldogs did have a lot of guys running. So they had more than 5, but yeah. And then contested possessions, St Kilda just got that 112 to 110. And the turnovers were exactly the same at 59 apiece. And the Dogs got uncontested possessions by 2. So in terms of the top 5 fantasy scores for the game, you had Caleb Daniel took out the top honours for the game. He had 26 disposals, kicked a goal, 2 marks, 3 tackles at 93 points. Second for the game was Tim Mcrae, who scored 89 points. He kicked 2 goal, 1, 16 touches and 9 marks. He was everywhere today, working high up the field and also working back deep to give an option up forward. Bonampelli was third with 82 points, kicked to behind, but had 20 touches, 3 marks, 6 tackles. Jack Mcrae was 4th best, 81 points, 20 touches with 5 marks, 3 tackles. And Hayden Crozier ran at the top 5 with 80 points, kicked a goal, 1 goal, 1, 14 touches, 4 marks, 5 tackles. So they're the top 5. So Caleb Daniel. I thought that he was the third best player. Oh, hang on, it's connection's unstable. Okay, no, we're back on. One vote would go to Caleb Daniel. He's everywhere with 26 disposals. He just really, in the second half particularly, he just really took the game over in the back half anyway, and just really seemed to pick up more, and especially in the last quarter as well. Had some really crucial moments there. Obviously got the high tackle and kicked that goal late to bring the Dogs right back in it. Second best, so 2 votes would go to Tim Membry. As I said, just worked up and down the ground, getting marks up the field, going back, kicking some goals. Just, yeah, really solid effort from him today. One of the better games I've seen him play all year, actually. So, and he was a big contributing factor was a big contributing factor to St Kilda winning the game today. And my man of the match had to go to Paddy Ryder. Paddy Ryder just dominated the ruck. He was everywhere. In the first quarter, he only had 6 hit-outs, I think, and he didn't have a touch in the first quarter. But just from then on, he just really dominated in the ruck. Just every time against English, he just got right over the top and just got the hit-outs. And as I said, gave his midfielders first use at the ball, and it showed. And it was unfortunately went off injured late in the game. I hope he's okay. I don't know the severity of injury. It looked like an ankle injury, so I don't know. It could be an ankle, could be an Achilles. I don't know. I'm just speculating here, but just keep an eye out for that. But I'm not sure exactly what happened. And then Zane Cordy for the Dogs went off. I think it was sometime in the second quarter with an injury. I don't actually quite know. I think it was his ankle again that as well. I think injured. I'm not too sure on that, but he did go off quite early. So Noah O'Connor, hi. Hey, man, how you doing? And Triple AK Ron, how you doing, bro? Yeah, not bad. Yourself? Hope you're going well, mate. Hope those FIFA reviews are they seem to keep you busy, mate. Hope and good stuff with them. But yeah, so where does that put everyone again? So that means that St Kilda will be playing Richmond next week. I assume that will be at the Gabba. Seeing as though both teams are already at the Gabba, it would just make a lot of sense. Again, I don't think we necessarily know where it's going to be played, but I'm assuming it's at the Gabba in Brisbane. Yeah, they'll be taking on the Tigers, and there'll be a big test for St Kilda, but they showed tonight that they're very, very dangerous forward, and if Richmond aren't on their game defensively, then St Kilda are going to be able to get them next week. But I do still expect Richmond to win that game. I think Richmond they could have won last night, but Brisbane were just too good. But I think Richmond should win. But if the St Kilda can win, then they're a real dark horse. They did beat Port Adelaide in Adelaide earlier in the year. So if St Kilda end up playing them in the final, then that's going to be really interesting. And then unfortunately for the Dogs, their year is over. Unfortunately for them, their year's been like St Kilda have been really consistent all year. I know they had a few losses towards the end of the year, but they did have a lot of good performances and they deserved to make the finals. But the Dogs were a little bit inconsistent. They'd have some good patches. They'd look really, really good. Then have a couple of games with a fall off. So maybe if they finished higher, maybe would that have made a difference? Possibly. I'm not sure. But unfortunately for them, their year is over. So they will look now towards 2020 and enjoy a few weeks, months, or however long we've got off. It's obviously a bit weird with everything that's gone on this year. Obviously, the season's about a few weeks later than usual. So they'll enjoy the off season and get stuck into it. So that is it. Hang on, and Triple AK Ron. Yeah, the reviews are building, bro. Got on those watch alongs. yeah. No, I gotta get some watch alongs, and I'll make sure if I get a chance, I'll tune into your watch along also later on. So also shout out if you haven't, if you're into FIFA content and just song content and just great content in general, make sure you go and subscribe to Triple AK Ron's channel. He does a heap of FIFA stuff. He's a top bloke, so make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. But yeah, I'll be back for the West Coast and Collingwood live stream review straight after the game. So that will be, I assume, what time would that be? About just after 10 o'clock Australian Central Standard Time, so in Adelaide time. So essentially in just over 2 hours. Sorry, hang on. No, it's just over 3 hours. Sorry, getting the time mixed up there. So yeah, just over 3 hours. We'll be back with the other live stream, and we'll have a look at that that game, and hopefully, I think the Eagles get the job done there. So an early prediction. So anyway, Triple K One free shot, bro. Yeah, no, all good, man, all good. Just got to help another brother out, another fellow Xcademy student. So got to help him out. So there you go. All right, no worries. I'll see everyone in the next live stream in only a few hours. All right, I'm out. Cheers.